Hey friends, welcome to my page DIY Across the Star. Happy Tuesday! We're gonna make more of our monthly kit. We're just gonna try to get it done this week. Tomorrow we'll do something chocolate tour, but we are going to do our door insert, which is some cute little pumpkins. So they're just fallish, so they could actually be used, longer than just for September. So we're making this in August, and this will be good for September. But for October, we're gonna have our Halloween, and then we'll do something Thanksgiving-y. So, anyways, we're just plugging along, making it through this year so quickly. Oh my goodness. And we're going to do our Scarecrow standard. I decided, you know what? I still have the paint out from yesterday when we did our blocks. So guess what? We're going to knock them both out today. Even if it knocks me out. So yesterday just seemed like such a long day. Mondays are hard to begin with. And then when you've been gone, getting caught back up, and then my added stuff that I had in there, holy cow, it just all, it all is a lot. A lot. So anyways, guys, hope you had a good day yesterday. Hope your Monday was good. Let me put you down to the project. Go ahead and say hello. If you're watching, if you are coming back and watching the replay, just put hashtag replay. We have our cute little pumpkins for our door insert. This is for our hello door hanger. Let me show you. Here's the one with sunflowers. I have two of these. So I have one that doesn't have anything in it right now, but here's the one with sunflowers that we made last month, and that just pulls out. This just slides right out, just like that, and we will put the pumpkins in there. So super cute, super fun. Let me go to comments. Let me get this shared over, and let me put myself in the corner. Darlene, go to the corner. There you go. Good girl. All right, so let me get to comments. I have to push another button, and there we go. We got some comments. Oh my goodness. Did you see our packages that went out yesterday? We got the mystery boxes out. There was just one that didn't go out, that Tara was still working on some other stuff to go out with it. And then just a few things. I have two. There's still two mystery boxes. If you didn't get one, there are two left, and there will not be any more for a long time. So if you want it, grab it now. And Tara has a surprise. She didn't even tell me. So there will be a golden ticket drawn after. I really want to get those other two sold so that everybody can get in on it. So if you didn't get one, go to my I'll give you the link, okay? I'll give you the link in here. Let me just share this. I'm trying to share this to VIP group and talk at the same time. So sometimes it's hard. There we go. Okay, got that done. I'm going to give you that link right now. I'm going to look. Maybe they sold overnight. Okay, so let me look and see. Let me find them. So there were two mystery boxes left, and I'm going to put everybody's name that purchased them into a box. And we have mystery kits that are larger size. So we have okay, where is it? There it is. Oh, there's only one left. There is one left. So one must have sold overnight. Okay, so one left. No, hey, no, it told me one, and I open it, it says two. Okay, so two are left. I'm going to give you the direct link if you want one. As soon as those two are sold, we will do the drawing. I really want to wait till they're all gone, unless they don't sell by the end of the week. Okay, so let's wait till the end of the week. I'm trying to copy it. I'm having a struggle today with technology. No surprise, right? No surprise there. Okay, here is the link for the mystery kits right there. So you can get it if you want it. Anyways, two left. I have a mystery box. It's big. It's a big box of kits. So she had boxed that up. So anyways, there might be other things in there too. But that's for those that purchase the mystery kits are going into that drawing. So hi Doris, my sister. Hi Sandy. Hi Bridget. Good morning, Laura. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hi Janine. Hi Barb. Good morning, Sherry. Happy Tuesday. Hi Betty. How are you? Good morning, Cheryl. Hi Lori. Oh, where are we? Where are we? It like scrolled up really fast. Oh, one of the, oh, hello. Did someone just purchase both of them? Let me see. Because I didn't have this off. Oh yes, they're gone. Thank you. Cheryl, you naughty girl. I'm telling on you. So, okay, they're gone. So I will be doing the drawing tomorrow. I'm not prepared to do the drawing today, but everybody, like if you got 2, then your name's going in there twice. If you got more than 2, your name will go in there more than twice. Okay, so however many you got. I know, Lori, the shipping to Canada is as much as the $40 for it. Unfortunately, it is not. It's just, yeah, crazy. So thanks, Cheryl. Now we can do the drawing. We'll do the drawing tomorrow. I'll get that ready. So, yeah, Tara told me yesterday, she says, oh, by the way, there were a bunch of larger kits that had not, that wouldn't fit in the medium flat rates. So hi, Melissa. Hi, Linda. Hi, Bridget. Let's see here. Hey, Vicky, how are you? Hi, Denise. Cheryl, thank you so much. Thanks for sprinkling, Laura. Don't tell your husband. I am not telling anyone, Cheryl. Okay, let's get back to our regular broadcast here. Okay, thanks. Yay. I'm glad I mentioned that. Okay, let's get started on these 2 cutie pies. This is going to look really cute in the sign. I'm so excited. And he's going to look adorable standing. So I told Tara, I said, regardless if someone purchases both, just keep cutting this guy out because we need a whole bunch for our booth because he's going to sell like crazy in the booth. Anything fall was selling really quickly. So you guys, I have jute that's stuck to my wall over here. I don't know where that came from, but there's a piece of jute sticking to the wall. Okay, let's go ahead and let's get started on this. Oh, I told you I was going to put new tape on. We're going to do that right now. Tell me what you did yesterday, and I'll tell you what I did yesterday while I'm doing tape. I can't go another day without putting new tape. Sorry. And guess what? We have coming soon. Oh my goodness. So Peanuts will be coming soon. Today's the 5th. It comes on, we said the 15th. I wonder if it will actually be, that's a Friday. I wonder if they will actually do it on a Friday or if they'll change it. That's kind of odd to have a release on a Friday. But you know what? They do it on the 15th sometimes because designers get paid and we get our design dollars on the 15th. I saved mine from last month, some of them. I saved some of it right from last month. I have almost 300 designer dollars saved from last month. So, because I plan to get extra of this Charlie Brown Snoopy transfers. They said the 15th. So, can you put Happy Mail on the back? Yes, I will. I will do that, Cheryl. Yes, absolutely. Hi, Holly. How are you? Okay, let's go ahead and get this done here. Yeah, so this is the way I put the tape on. If you haven't done it before, I have a piece rolled up in the center, and then I just put each piece on. It doesn't take that long, really, but we really needed to do it. So let's just get her done. Get her done. I did this small one the other day, and it really does help to have new tape. Oops, I did not mean to do that. If you do that, you can just tape it back together. It is tape. So my day yesterday consisted of work with getting my DPC construction stuff done, mixed in with going to the bank, dropping the keys off to the church, because when I rent the facility, they actually give me keys, which is nice. I don't have to wait for someone to unlock it. I have rented places before where I didn't have a key. I had to wait for whoever the facility manager was to come and unlock it, but it's really nice. So I had to turn in my keys and get down the last of the signs, and then I stopped at Hobby Lobby. So I was telling my daughter-in-law about something I had seen on Instagram, this lady that makes cake pops. Some of you might follow her. Anyways, she sells her cake pops from this cute little pop-up trailer. Do any of you follow her? She has a real potty mouth, but I can't. So I don't share her posts just because that's not my style. But she sells cake pops at her community markets each week in this cute little pop-up trailer. You know, those ones that you crank it and it pops up. They converted it to a little, basically like a store. And she makes the cake pops all week, and she'll get there and have 600 of them, and she'll sell out in like an hour. It's so crazy, just the craziest thing. So anyways, I had told Tara that one of our people that is doing our food is potentially not going to be doing it anymore. And so I had told her about the cake pop thing the other day, and she's like, well, I don't think I would like to start making cake pops. So I picked up a few ingredients for her to start making cake pops. Have you guys, I have never tasted cake pops, because when cake pops started to become a thing, I had my food allergies already. So I've never tasted cake pops, but I bet they're really good. So, okay, center one, I think we're going to do a different color. I think what we should do is spiced pumpkin on the sides and then use aloe. Do you think I should do that? Do you think it's going to look okay? Because I think I really want to have 2 different colored pumpkins on here. So maybe even 3. Should I do 3? I could do 3. I'm kind of debating. Maybe I should do, I don't want to do the colors that we did before. Maybe I should do laurel instead of aloe. I should do laurel. Let's do laurel instead. But maybe I should do 3. Maybe that's what I should do, 3, and do one of them light buttermilk. Okay, so or we do. Oh no, I should do the other one, thicket. Okay, I'm putting so many colors in this project. Okay, so center one will be spiced pumpkin. We're going to do laurel. We're going to do thicket. Okay, I'm going to set those there for a moment so that I remember. So yeah, I could do a cream colored pumpkin. I could. I think I'm going to do this because I did this on my other signs. This was the color palette for the other thingy-madiggy, the other sign that we already made that hangs on the wall. Oh, you saw her this morning, Cheryl. Yeah, you saw her on your Instagram. You probably saw her because I had seen her. I subliminally sent her to you. Anyways, the cake pop girl, and she actually released all of her recipes and tips and tricks and all of that. She has fun little things. So it's like, okay, I'm gonna look while I'm at Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna check out and see what do they have that I'm gonna put this up here. That nose is orange. I'm gonna do this just like we did yesterday. These are yellow. Okay, so this is black. No, that's brown. Sorry. Hello. Okay. The hat is red, and this is red. Okay, so red, and these are brown. Okay, I got it. I got it, guys. Oh my goodness. And these are just going to be medium hazard green. In the sample, I'll show you the sample. So this is someone's sample that I purchased this file. So they did yellowish. I don't like that. I want mine to be green. So maybe they did it because of fall. But I kind of feel like the back, like all this needs to be green. So that's what we're doing. Cream pumpkin, and laurel. Yeah, you could do that. You could definitely do that. I think I want to do this to match my other stuff though, because I have laurel, I have spiced pumpkin and thicket. So that's the colors on all the other pumpkins that Tara had painted. So I think I'm going to do it, but you definitely could do cream color. Yeah, for sure. So anyways, craziness. So Tara's gonna start doing cake pops. We're just at my shows. So I don't know if she's gonna be able to go and set them up. She has a hard time driving. So my daughter-in-law has a lot of anxiety when she drives. She'll probably hate me for even saying that, but it's true. She has a hard time. She can't drive on the freeway at all. So wherever she drives, she has to go the street way. And it takes a long time sometimes. I think that she could easily do the one by Hobby Lobby because she can go the streets there and not take that long. But the Chula Vista one, it would take her forever to try to go just through the regular streets to get down there. It'd probably take her an hour and a half to do that. I don't know, but she just has a lot of anxiety from driving. She doesn't drive on freeways. So as far as setup, I probably will be doing the setup. So I'm probably setting myself up for more work, but I'm excited that she wants to do that. She's like, I think I would like to try my hand at that. She's really good at baking. She used to do all the birthday cakes for everybody. So she has some gluten-free ideas because she's gluten-free. My daughter's gluten-free. They just don't feel well when they eat wheat. They just have that overall feeling of unwellness and bloating, and they have self-determined that by when they go off of it and they don't eat that they don't feel that way, so they are pretty much, I'm going to say 90% of the time, they sneak, but theirs is not anaphylactic. Theirs is just, I don't feel well when I eat all that stuff. So I think this is going to look good. You could definitely do yellow if you want to do yellow. So I showed you the picture. Yeah, let me show you it up close. So this is the sample that I had to look at and see how it's more yellowish. So that's the sample where I purchased the file. You definitely could do that. If you want to do all orange pumpkins, you could. Okay, we're going to do his outfit because remember how we used the blue jeans yesterday? We're going to do that on his outfit. So let's, let me get paper towel for my stuff. I have so many projects, guys. I have so many things going through my head. Holy cow. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, oh, let's switch gears. Let's help Tara get this business started. We even found the cutest little cart. Yeah, a really cute cart on what is it? Amazon. But it has a very high return rate. So it says it's not made well. I know a really good woodworker who probably could make it for me for the same price. And it would be, the quality would be fantastic. So I am looking to get one made by this person instead of buying one and then returning it because it's all rickety. Or I can have my husband make one. That would be really cool. Laura, your daughter has anxiety driving too, so after failing driver's test the second time she goes, oh yeah, I understand that. So I feel like Tara did fine as a teenager driving, but as an adult she has a lot of anxiety. So I don't know what the difference is and when it actually started for her, but it's just something that when she would, I just knocked paint off. When she would go and help me at the craft shows, and she'd leave to go home, and it was busy, she just would have a hard time, and I just couldn't put her through that. I'm like, I can't require you to do this because even though it's part of your job to help me, that's part of the job description. I would not do that to anybody because it's just not right. Okay, we're going to do the blue jean. So this is the denim color, and we're going to use the blue jeans on there. Now, remember, yesterday I need to put more. So I need to add more and work quickly while it's still wet. You lay down the piece of blue jean to get the print on there. Okay, so Darlene, work quickly, stop talking. And that way you get the print. Okay, so I got my color on there. I'm gonna take my blue jeans and I'm gonna lay it down. Okay, I'm doing this first so that I don't set this on any of the other painted stuff. Okay, just basically you're rubbing that pattern into it. If you, men's denim is like a whiter pattern, but this still will give you a cute little pattern on here. Oh, guess what? Some of the red from, you know what, guys? I'm going to have to cut another piece because some of the red went on there. I don't care. It's going to be okay. No one's going to know. But the pattern's a little uneven, but that's okay. No one knows how it's really supposed to be, right? Because we're the creators. We're the ones that made it. Okay, let's do this. Let's do the base. Other drivers scare you. Yes, yes, totally. Oops, I'm on my calendar. I was looking at time. Okay, yeah, other drivers can be very scary. So I'm going to tell you that here in California, you are always watching for other people. I am anyways, because, you know, I am a very laid back driver. This is very watered down. I'm going to end up doing 2 coats. I will let people in. I expect that they are going to cut me off. I know that's just going to happen. My husband gets mad about that, but for me, I expect it to happen. I know it's going to happen. I'm going to just let them in because that way I don't stress over it. I don't stress over it because I'm anticipating that that's going to happen. So for me, I just know this is red. Okay, so that was milk chocolate watered down. This is alizarin crimson. So we're basically doing the same as we did yesterday on the block. So we're getting the hat. So for driving, I expect people are going to just cut me off. They're going to want to go in front of me, and I just let them, and I don't worry about it because I know it's going to happen, and I don't get frustrated with it. I will let off the gas. I'll wave them over and let them in. Because for me, that is so much better than arguing and trying to speed up and not let someone in, because that's what causes accidents. Okay, this is Laurel. We used this before on another project. Hi, Kimberly. How are you? Carol, he's a scarecrow, not supposed to be perfect. Yes, you're right. You're right. Barb, your daughter amazes you. She's a licensed driver examiner. Oh, yes. Yes. Hi, Pam. How are you? Pam can tell you how crazy it is over here. Yeah, the drivers in California are just a little crazy. So when we go to other states, I love when I rent a car and it doesn't have a California driver or plate on it. You know, people expect Californians to be a little crazy. I'm not that way. I'm a very courteous driver who lets anybody and everybody in. I don't care if it takes me longer to get there. I'm just gonna drive. It's funny because I'm kind of that way in life. I try not to let anything bug me because you know what? We don't need to stress ourselves out. Okay, I'm not going to use that color. I'm going to take a couple of my colors out for a second. But I don't want to remove them completely because I have to remember all the colors I used. Okay, spiced pumpkin. I'm going to do all of the stems are going to be done with burnt umber. So I'll go back and I'll do their little stem. And the nose is also spiced pumpkin. I got to do his face still. I'm trying to just kind of go from one side to the other. Okay, and then we're going to do thicket for this. I think it's going to look okay. I don't know. I might look back and go, I should have. Maybe I'll put some other color in here just so that it kind of breaks it up. That is not what I was thinking it was. I'm going to probably need another brush. I need to do yellow over here, and I still need to do black. Hopefully I have some more brushes in my drawer. I forgot to grab some. So I was just digging through the drawer, getting out what I have. Okay. You really have to watch out for red light. Yes, you definitely watch out for red light runners here. They do it all the time, all day long. I don't know if I have extras, but I do have other brushes in here. So I can use, oh, there's one. Okay. And here's another. Okay, perfect. All right, so let's do our yellow. Actually, let's do our brown again and get some of that out of there. This is, oh, I was afraid that was going to do that. It's spilled on there. Okay, so let's do our second coat of brown. That is so watered down. Whoever did that, which was me. I'm going to sop up some of that because guess what? It's just going to spill. It's going to continue to spill. Yeah, we have horrible red light runners. I always stop. I take a second look because guess what? People are in a hurry. They want to get through. And for me, I'm not in a hurry to die. So I just wait. I just look a second time. Okay, yellow. So we're going to use Deep Okra. You drive through Milwaukee quite often. Those drivers are like a racetrack. Yeah, it can be that way here too. Jenny just finished a road trip from Denver to Milwaukee and back and found crazy drivers everywhere. Yeah. Bay Area and Seattle is the worst. You know, yeah, I bet. LA is pretty bad itself. Now here in San Diego, I don't find it stressful here. I get a little worried. I don't know all the freeways up in LA. I always worry that, well, I'm going to end up exiting on accident because I'm in the wrong lane. But then I think, you know what, it's okay because I can always just come back around, you know. Just like anything in life and with our craft projects, you can always fix it. You can always take the next exit, even if it's miles down the road. So, hi, Marilyn. Yeah, this is for your door hanger. And then this little guy's separate. He's a little stander. So if you purchase the door hanger and the blocks, then you get him for free. He's big. He's bigger than I normally give to you guys. Yep. So he fit. You know what I did? I had the blocks on my sheet and I had the door hanger, and between the two, I just kept enlarging him. I'm like, I'll just make him as big as I can. Okay, let's dry all this. Let's get our second coats on. Oh, actually, we got to do his face. We didn't do his face yet with this color, with warm beige. So let's see. Oh yeah. See if I missed any. Florida was the worst place you drove in. Oh yeah, Florida can be bad. And then watch out when you stop if you have to ever stop alongside the road because the alligators are there. We noticed that on the, like, as you're exiting on the exit ramps, like if you broke down, you really want to just pull over in a really good place because there are alligators that hang out in the grass on the exits. It was really weird. I noticed that anyways. When I have only been to Florida twice where we have actually driven through there anywhere. Okay. All right. I think the scariest time I drove with my family was I was driving our big old truck, and me and my husband and my daughter April and her husband and her daughter, we were going up to Idaho. And we were going to go to Yellowstone with my family. And we were going through Salt Lake. And I was driving the big old dually truck. Dually on the freeway. That's hard enough to drive a dually anywhere. But we were going like 95 miles an hour because traffic was going that fast. And they're like, can you slow down? I'm like, I can't. That is how fast all of the traffic is going and I can't get over. So it was not good. I was like white knuckles on the steering wheel driving that fast. And my husband said, I didn't know this truck would go this fast. He had never driven it that fast. I was like, yeah. Okay. All right. So let's get our second coats on everything. So anyways, be careful out there driving. I always make sure, you know, I've told you the story before that when I lived in New Mexico, one of our, it was our architect, one of our main architects, his wife and her friend had gone on a trip up in, I believe it was northern New Mexico. And they must have just been chatting and they came to a stop sign and they don't know what happened, but they went through the stop sign and a semi hit them. And it probably was over very quickly, but I can't imagine how scary those couple of moments would have been if they even realized that, oh no, we're going to be hit. So it probably was so quick they just didn't even realize. They probably were chatting and just talking, and she looked once and then didn't look a second time. So I always look a second and third time before. And when I'm at a light, I make sure, because red light runners are everywhere. People are in such a hurry. Let's just hurry. They're just in such a hurry to die, you know? Just craziness. So anyways, what started that topic? Oh, because we were talking about my daughter-in-law, how she is afraid of driving on the freeway, how it's hard for her. So I just try to work with her. Anyways, that's where that whole thing started from. Poor Tara. Her legs will actually start shaking. It's really sad. I really feel for her. It's a real thing. It's not imagined. It's not in her head. It is totally real. So, okay, second coats. Hi Deb, how are you? Lots of people drive like they have extra. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they do not have extra lives. So don't. Yeah. Hey Pam. GPS can't be dependent. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, especially in LA, GPS is not reliable. It will take you circles. It will take you around and around and around. I remember when I did the Census Bureau and Melissa and I went out to went out to Borrego Springs, and there was something wrong with the GPS there. When we went to leave for the day, it was great finding the addresses. We just plug it in and we'd find the address. When we plugged in to go home, it kept taking us in a circle. I'm like, I don't think we're supposed to be doing this. We've already seen this place twice. It's like, turn right, turn right, turn right. So finally we just had to go, okay, I know it's in this direction. We just had to get past a certain area and then it would readjust. Yep. And in LA with the big tall buildings, the GPS does not always work good. It will send you around the block, around the block, around the block. Yeah. Or down a one-way street the wrong way. Done that before. That is never fun. Okay, so this is Laurel. We still have to do the stems, and we need to do his face, and we need to do the beak and the eyeball on the crow. So these are going to be so cute. I'm glad that I chose to do this. Well, I had the paint already out. I'm like, you know, Darlene, it just makes sense to go ahead and do this. And then we'll do Chocolate Tour Project tomorrow. And then on Thursday, we'll do the ornaments. But in the meantime, I'm going to paint up the ornaments so I can do the sheet. Because when you get the monthly kit, you're going to get a printout that shows the finished product so that you have that. And you have the colors. If you are ever missing that in your box, just send me a message and I'll email it to you. We are human. We do forget sometimes. His GPS took you over the same bridge in Tampa Bay 3 times. That's so funny. It does. It just, yeah, it really does. Okay, I'm going to go over this one more time, the red. I think the hat's fine. We'll leave the hat. But okay, now pumpkin. Let's do pumpkin. I'm just kind of working this way. And then we need to do the stems. We need to do cheekies and eyeballs, beak and eyeball on the crow. And then we can ink everything. I don't know what I'm trying to put that over to the side. I have so many projects and not enough time. And I still need to go and go through my shed. I might do that tonight. Pull out anything that is Chocator in that shed and put it on the table under the canopy in the backyard so I can sort through it. I'm just going to pull it, and then I'll probably sort through it on the weekend. This weekend, I am not going anywhere. I have my crafters are picking up their checks. I got everything tallied up, and I balance. Yay. It's always one of those things when you are doing a show where you collect all the money, you just pray that you will balance. Okay, I think that I have second coats on everything. I do, because I'm not putting a second coat on this because that is the other way that is like the texture. Maybe they have a deal with Gap companies to have drivers use more gas. Maybe. Oh my gosh, wouldn't that just be something? Yeah. Okay, dry. We'll do our stem part on our pumpkins. We'll do our cheekies, our eyeballs, all the things. We're getting there, but it made sense to do this today. All right. So all of our colors, we have medium Hauser green is this green up here. You can add highlights and all of that. I'm just going to leave it that way. We have thicket, we have spice pumpkin, and laurel. So this is laurel and this is thicket. Spice pumpkin. We have alizarin crimson is the red. The brown is watered down milk chocolate. Okay, I think I got everything. Everything looks dry. Okay, perfect. All right, so I'm going to take some burnt umber, and this one actually is dark chocolate, but it's same color. I'm going to do the stems. We'll get that part done. Hi, Carrie. How are you? How's your mama doing? I've been thinking about you. Hope she's doing okay. I probably have to put 2 coats on here because when you're painting this over the other color, it's going to kind of show through. So I will do 2 coats. And so I'm just doing a light coat first. All right. Oops, it stuck to my arm. Don't put your arm on tape, especially brand new tape, because it will stick. So, all righty. Oh my goodness, guys. Yeah, I was looking at the calendar. So I have, how many weekends? I have 4 weekends. She's doing better, starting home therapy too. Oh, good. That's great news. That's great news. I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 Saturdays. And then I have my next craft show. So 4 Saturdays. So my next craft show is in La Mesa at the community center. I need a hook for my heat gun. Sometimes I set it down and it gets set on its own cord and it sticks to the cord. And I'm like, one of these days it's going to not be a good thing. I'm going to be evacuating because there's a fire at my feet. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm glad to hear she's doing better, Carrie. That's great news. It's so scary. Life is just uncertain all the time. Uncertain. Okay, there's that. Okay, now we need to do the beak. I'm gonna use a stylus. Gonna get some more up here, some more deep ochre, and then I need more black in there. No, I don't need black for the beak because it's black. I do need black for his eyeballs. I'm not doing the eye on the crow black because that won't show. Okay, we're gonna do it white. So I'm just using my stylus to paint the beak. Gonna dip it in the paint and I'm going to just paint it on there with that. You can use a little brush if you want to, but really there is no need. You can just spread that with that stylus and then flip it over, use the other end to do the eyeball, and then wipe off both sides. All right. Okay, so let's kind of dry this some more, because the fact that I'm going to be working up here on this little guy, and I don't want to drag my hand in it. And I know I will. Okay. All right, I think we're okay. Kind of raised up. My little eyeball like raised up and exploded. Okay, I'm gonna fix it. I have black right here. I'm just gonna paint the side. Okay. All right, so we need to do cheeky cheekies. And I actually have a different type of sponge brush for these cheeks, because his are bigger. So it's one I don't usually use that type. It's more of a cheaper brush that I think it's like from the Dollar Tree, maybe. I don't know. So we will try. Okay, so let me scooch this up just a little bit. I gotta push that over, scooch this up. Okay. And then I'm going to use my Vintage Pink and get just a little bit. I don't need much, but this is kind of bigger, so I did put a decent amount in there. Gonna squish that all around. Make sure you got some on all the ends, and then we're going to put it on here and get off. And that way you can get it on all of it when you're putting it onto the paper towel. And then we're gonna do circles. Okay, so I'm just gonna put it up here and I'm gonna twist. Okay, so I'm just gonna twist and get a circular cheek. There we go. Okay, so there's his cheeky cheekies. And then we're going to do eyeballs. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to use the stylus, and I'm going to draw on his eyeballs. I'm going to try to get my paint up here. Okay, let's just put it right here. And I'm just putting like a dot for each and dry. They're like an odd shape. So they're kind of like a teardrop. Kind of like a teardrop. You can do them round if you just want round. Totally up to you. And then we need to dry it. And then he has eyebrows. And then I need to do his mouth. So let's dry that. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. Tap it back down. Okay, we're gonna use the wider end because this guy's bigger. Let me see if one of them is more pointy. Nope, they're both about the same. I really need a new one in here. So I want it to be bigger because he's bigger. So I use the bigger side. And then I'm gonna follow the yellow brick road. Oh, I'm going to follow the line. His mouth is going to be pretty wide. I may not make them this wide or thick on the other ones. And then the X's. So I'm just drawing this on with a marker. And that's like the stitching on there. Okay. All right. So let's take pieces off and let's start inking it. I'm going to move this out of the way. Gonna move that out of the way. Everything's painted. We'll know if we miss something. Okay, and it's gonna stick a lot because this is brand new tape. So kind of pry that up. And then let's get his pieces on him. He has a crow. He has this. He has a button. He has hair. And he has his nose, his neckerchief, and a button on right there. Okay, so that's his. Here's the other piece for the stand. So this is a stand. Okay, and then let me just squish this up. and then I'll pull off all of that. Be careful when you're peeling off pieces because, I mean, this one, it's not as fragile. We have had some that were pretty fragile. Okay, that one. Okay, and then this is the center pumpkin. And then this is the left. You can tell because of the way that's cut. And then this is the right. Oh, this is going to be really cute. Yeah, I like these colors together. Okay, and then I'm going to move my board. And then we're going to ink everything. And then we'll glue it together. Whoa, there goes my thing. I am just not graceful. I'm going to tell you. I'm not a graceful person. I am one that always makes a mess. Okay, let me get my glue over here. So I need a whole new glue bottle. I did not wipe it off before I used it last time. Or after I used it. Okay, let's glue this part together. I like to get my stand. This guy's a stander. I want to have, oh, my glue's already popping out of there. I want to have a whole bunch of them standing in a row. Wouldn't they be so cute to have just a whole bunch in on my display? Mixed in with all the pumpkins. So I have pumpkins that Tara just made, and I'm like, ooh, I need to make a bunch of these little guys to go with. Okay, so there we go. Got that. There is some glue right in there. Okay, make sure that it's even. Sometimes that center part might be off and you might have to flip it around. And we're just going to set this to the side so that can be drying. I'm going to plug in my glue gun so I can use that when I need it. I glue the stand part in. Come on. Where's my plug-in? Where are you? Hello, there we go. Okay, got my glue gun plugged in. I'll have to grab a glue stick. I know, I think they're gonna be really cute. Okay, I'm gonna stand up again. Yeah, let's glue this. Let's do this one first because here's the thing. That has to go in the sign and I really want it to be dry before I put it in the sign. I'm gonna need a few Q-tips to get down in some of the leaves because it's a little difficult to get down in there. Sorry. So I'm just going to kind of go around the leaves a little bit. You can, if you're a tool painter, you can just shade this. Not everybody's a tool painter, so I'm just kind of using my ink pad. If you mess it up, I just got some down the center. I'll show you how to fix that. It's really easy. I take a Q-tip, I put it in my mouth, and I wipe it off, and that's it. It's just the way it is, because you could just spray it. So you could spray it with water. Spray a Q-tip with water. I'll just spray it to the side. And I got a little bit down the center where I don't want it. I just wipe it right off. Yeah, it's all fixable. It's all water-based. Okay, so I just kind of went around it, but I want more. I want more down the center, so I'm just going to use a Q-tip. Some of this isn't even going to show though. So my pumpkins are going to be over a lot of it. I could wait and see what is going to show and then do areas afterwards. So totally up to you what you decide to do on that. But if you wanted to sponge it with another color, with another green, you could do that. However you want to do it. I just kind of want it to be more solid. Okay, so there's that. Let's just keep going with all of our pumpkins. All our little pumpkins in a row. Our little pumpkin patch. It's going to look so cute on your door. I might put this one on my door. I usually put it on the wall behind me. but I might have to put it on the door because it's so darn cute, or make a second one because I do have the sunflower. I could put the sunflowers on my door. The door right now, my front door has a sign that has my house number on it, which is probably nice for delivery people. Okay, so let's glue this together. And where are we at? Where's my glue? Okay, so let's glue the pumpkin part together, the center of the pumpkin. Get that glued together first. I love fall stuff. It's just so festive. Yeah, I went to Hobby Lobby and I'm like, please don't jump in my cart. Please don't jump in my cart. There was so much, but I tried to be good. They have Christmas too. They have their Christmas trees out already. Yep, they do. I was pretty good. I got the stuff for Tara for starting the cake pop business, and then I got a couple of bottles of paint just because I need to. Oops, you know, I really need to get my center first. Let's do our center first. So let's figure out what is our center. Okay, do right there, center. Okay, hopefully that works. We might have to slide it just a little bit. Keep those center pieces on where they go. If you want to put jute on each of these, that would be cute too. Raffia. Should I do raffia? I could do raffia. Do I have enough right here? I have some. I probably don't have enough to do. I have any more? Okay, I'm just going to do it this way because that's the way your kit's going to be. But raffia would be really cute on him. You could definitely do raffia. Let me just tie a bow and show you what it would look like. Okay, so this is I went to the Dollar Tree to get some more, and it's not the season anymore. Tis not the season. Okay, so I just take one piece, I fold it into 4 because you want a smaller bow. And I'll show you what it would look like if you put the raffia on it. You could use regular raffia. I'm allergic to it. I use this fake stuff that's a grass skirt. But my Dollar Tree is all out of it. I stopped yesterday because I'm like, oh, Darlene, you should grab some. Guess what? I waited too long. So I have what I have. I do have some. I just don't have a lot. Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I like it like that. I actually think it looks better plain. Okay, so whatever you want to do, if you want to do raffia, ribbon, whatever you want to do on there. Okay, we're going to set that there, let that dry. Let's do this little guy. Get all of his pieces inked. Ooh, did you hear my tummy growl? My tum-tum just was like, I'm hungry, feed me. I've been trying really hard to not eat much. At night, I've been eating earlier than guess what? I set that down in glue. The bottom of my white ink pad got set into the glue. Holy cow. You know, I just do things like that, unfortunately. That's just me. It never surprises me. So I just kind of go, oh, not again. Not again. That's just me. That's my life. I've accepted it. I've accepted that I'm messy and that I'm always going to do silly, stupid things. And it's all right. It's all right. So anyway, okay, there's the crow. So cute, guys. And that's all I need for the white. Okay. If I can put the lid on, that would be great. Whew. Okay, I'm going to do little lines on the hair so that you can see it better. I'll use the Q-tip. I'm not going to use the ink pad because it just would be difficult. Can I grab one of these little pointy Q-tips? And that's what I do. When I search on Amazon for them, I just search pointy Q-tips. And they just make a little nice line. You can also get them in the makeup area at your drugstore. CVS has them. Walmart sometimes has them. Sometimes. Not all the time. Okay, there we go. So there's the hair. Got that. Gonna get the nose. Got your nose. All right. So Chocator has some great big sales. Has some very big sales going on right now. If you guys need some things, they have some really good sales, and they brought back the glow in the dark chalk paste. So that is back. If you want to grab that, it is over there on my page. Let me give you the link for my Chocator page. So, and then I'm going to give you the link for this again. Where? Here is my Chocator thing. Okay, there's that. And then I'm going to give you the link for this so that you can purchase the monthly kit if you want to. me get back to that section. Okay, so where are we? Where are we? Who are we? Collections. Okay, so why is it not cooperating with me? There we go. Okay, monthly kits. So 2025 monthly kits. I'm going to give you that link for that section. You'll just have to scroll through if you want this, or if you want the blocks, or if you want both. If you want the insert and the blocks that we made yesterday, then you're going to get this little guy for free. So he's your freebie for the month, and he's big. You can see he's big. It's a good value for your money. We always try to give you something free because I like freebies. Who doesn't like freebies? If you don't like a freebie, then I just don't know about you. All right, let us glue together. So if you want to put, I got glue already on me. Who knows where that came from? No idea. My glue is over here kind of oozing out a little bit. Okay, so let's do this. Do his nose, do his hair. Okay, and then this is his neckerchief. Let me scooch that up. You probably can't even see. Oh my goodness, Darlene. Okay, there's that. I don't know what's going on with me. I am not doing good with this glue. I just got glue all over my paint. It's a circus here. It is a circus all day long. All day long. Okay, here's my little guy. He is looking so darn cute, guys. If you want to put a little white dot in his eyes, you can. I kind of don't do that on these things just because I don't think they need it. This is going to go right up above, right here. And then the sunflower's going to go right below it. It's going to have a little button. If you want to put jute in there, you can. Okay, and then that's the last thing for there. And then we'll let it sit for a moment while we change out this sign while we do that. Okay, so we'll let it sit before you put it into the stand, Darlene. Okay, isn't he so cute? He is adorable. Okay, so there's that. All right, so this goes into our door sign. I'm going to show you how that goes. I have one here. So the best way to do this is to pull these up to get them out of the way. Pull those to the side to get the knots out of the way. And then we're just going to, I'm going to move him higher so I don't mess him up. Okay, so I'm going to lay this flat and make sure there's no glue underneath. Because you know me. Okay, two letters on each pumpkin. Yeah, how about harvest letters going across? Yes, you could definitely do that. Yeah, you can add whatever you want to it. That would be really cute, for sure. Feel free to make it your own. So, okay, so this is going to just slide right in here. So sometimes you just gotta work it to get it going. Why is it not? Oh, because these are in the way. I'm like, it needs to be flat. Okay, I'm gonna put this up, and we're gonna slide this in. Okay, so there we go. Just had to get it started. I don't press on this part because I don't want to have these break. So, and did I scuff that up? I don't know what I did. I touched it with something. Let me see. I don't know what it was. Oh, it's the glue. Darlene. Okay, so there's your pumpkins. I think it looks cute just like that. And then pull this back up. Okay, so those knots get in the way, but that's just the design. That's the way it is. So I think it's cute just like that, just hello. But if you wanted to put harvest across it, you could. It's totally up to you. Just you can put whatever you want on it. I like it just like that. Super cute. Okay, now this guy, to glue it in there, we're just going to try it and make sure it fits. Okay. Once in a blue moon, you have to to sand that down. Okay, I don't know if I got it. I must not have got it straight. Let me try it the other direction. Okay. Yeah, I think I didn't get it. I did not get it to go straight in there. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull it out. It does fit. I just have to press pretty hard. Okay, gonna sit back down, Darlene. Put a tiny bit of glue. We're also going to put glue along the back once I get it in there. Okay, so I know it fits. Gonna get it back in all the way down. I'm gonna take my Q-tip and I'm gonna clean up all that glue that's right there, all that excess that came out. And then I'm going to run a bead of hot glue along the back because I don't want this coming detached. So where's my glue gun? I do need to grab, oh, here's a glue stick. Perfect. It must have known I needed it. Okay, so I do have glue in there, but it's gonna run out. Okay, so I just run a bead of glue along there. And it ran out. I knew it would. So I run one bead of glue and then I go back over it. This just keeps it from ever coming out of that stand. It's going to stay with that because I don't want it detaching and me be missing the stand or my customer to lose the stand at home or in their basket when they're carrying it around. So there you go. Let's put you up to myself. I'm going to move all my stuff. Get all my stuff out of the way, guys. Getting all my ducks in a row, right? Okay. All right. So let me just hold this. I'm going to put you up to myself. And there we go. There's our sign. Look how cute that is. And our cute little guy. If you want to do different colors, you can totally do that. I think they're super cute. I love fall. And it was easy peasy, guys. It's only 7:48 over here in Cali. Yep. All right, guys. I love you. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday. Tomorrow we'll do some chocolate tour. I just needed to get this done. I will have to paint a set of the ornaments today to go on my picture that I sent you guys. So anyways, these are done. I just didn't have enough time. When I am doing the craft shows, I am dead tired when I come home at night. I don't come home and paint and make more product usually. So, all right. I love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic day. I will see